It's time to start completely over. If you begin Journey 2, you will not be able to return to the present world of Journey 1. Let's wait just a second. I just want to check if there's any new dialogue with these NPCs, and then I'll move on.
I...
Not with that one. No. Unfortunately not. So yeah, now let's begin Journey 2. Time to start anew. I'm not sure what this does, I haven't done it yet, but I'm sure that it's gonna start us over in some form or another.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered.
You know, I think I'm gonna skip this because we've seen it in my first
No.
playthrough. Just gonna... Alrighty, we're gonna get in here a little faster this time, just gonna get through... It let me keep my items. It let me keep all of my items. That's really interesting, actually. Lock shut. Well, okay then. So does that mean I'll be able to defeat this first try this time? Because that's bizarre. I kept my runes? My runes transferred over to the next journey? That's weird. So, this should be... Can I summon for this boss? I don't remember. I... Evidently I can't, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, I thought you were destined to fail here every time. But it doesn't seem that this really got any harder. Okay. And they're giving me the items again. Oh my god. If if none of the enemies are any harder, and I'm running through the game with the same stuff a second time, and I can regain all the items, I can only foresee it getting easier, right? So, is this open now? No. Interesting. Weird. So usually I'd come... If I was playing the first time around, I'd die here and I'd come back later. That's not a thing this time, though. So do I have all my sites of grace? Oh no, but all the locations are marked. All the ones that I discovered, anyway. Drive ahead, turn back, didn't expect depths. So... The only thing about this is, I think you have to die. I don't think there is actually an option for survival if you can't teleport away. Which sucks because I have a ton of runes on me and no way to save them. I was checking if there was a site of grace back here and there isn't. Yeah, that's kind of atrocious. So can I die anywhere and it'll teleport me over, or does it have to be down there? I'm just gonna jump off. You can die anywhere, as long as you've seen the boss. So back to the basics, we woke up, we're back to the area with the Cave of Knowledge. Can I pick up the golden seeds again? There wasn't one here to begin with, I don't think. So I know how to play this game, but I wanted to stop the site of grace here. Obviously I did a full playthrough, so I know what— Ooh, it didn't take my runes. But I can't level up yet. Yeah, that's fun. So I'm just gonna ignore most of these tutorials, run past to the boss that's back here. Maybe collect some items along the way. Excuse me. Just a note. Excuse me. All these tutorials. So, this boss should be especially easy now. It's really very sad for them. Hey Valen, I know I killed you before, but are you out here again? Should I go down first? I can totally go down first this time. Because I should have a ton of the keys still. I do. Excellent. I'm glad that I bought so many ridiculously. So does that mean I can pick up talismans and give them to other people if we can recollect... Ooh, that's too long a drop. If we can recollect all of the items. Because that'd be pretty cool. Since I've been here, to be fair. This is the first beginning area. So I believe I can actually take a hit from this now. Wherever it is. I wonder why it started down there. Not that it matters. Here was where I was supposed to drop from. There we go. Yeah, I can take a hit from it. Evidently, too, is I use a potion in between. It's fine. I'm not extremely worried. Hello, ulcerated tree spirit. It's so good to see you again. I see you agree. Dead. Hello. Welcome to the live stream. If you didn't see my last live stream, I officially beat the game. Myself, without help from other people. I started out trying to get help from other people, but I figured out how to do it alone. So definitely check that out if you want to see an official ending of the game. To my surprise, when I came back for Journey 2, it let me keep all of my items, all of my runes, and everything. Definitely worth watching. because I did not get the generic ending. I got one that was slightly less generic. I should rewatch it later to process it more. All of the videos for Elden Ring are now on a playlist on the channel too, so if you're seeing this as your first video, definitely recommend checking out some of the other ones. Ooh, YouTube, do better. Yeah, I had a lot of different live streams. think I have 48 within the playlist.
Oh, yeah. Come to the love. Of course, you unfortunate without guide. You are fake. Look at me. Are you familiar? You may also that. It will leave even if it.
So we're just running through some dialogue.
It's time to castle if you.
Okay. I ran through the generic dialogue. So, what I'm gonna want for the Tree Sentinel is I'm gonna want my skeletons, of course. They work out so well. The Mimic Tier would probably work fine. Are you going to do a different build on Journey 2? Likely not, because the game actually let me keep all my stats. I kept all my stats, my armor, and everything, so I don't really have a reason to shift. Interestingly enough, though, the bosses don't seem any harder than they originally were. In fact, they seem much easier. Let me keep my weapon stats and all my items and everything. I inflicted Scarlet Rot on the Tree Sentinel. That's great. This guy was such a pain the first time around, and now I can just slaughter him. It's great. It's absolutely wonderful. I think you missed some bosses and quests in your first playthrough, so you can clean up on this playthrough if you desire. There are a lot of NPC quests. Well, I tried to do some different ones that I didn't do the last time, yes. Will I do all of them? Unlikely. Not all in one playthrough, anyway. You are being summoned to another world. I forgot that that was even a thing. Being summoned to another world as a hunter. Right, because I still have the stats turned on from the other rings that I bought from the Husk Maidens. This is gonna be a... just a live stream of... wow. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're down there. Please do not die before I even get there. Ooh, they can disappear. Interesting. And another person invaded. Got him. Shit. I mean... nice try. Oh, I got half the health bar of the other person, too. I'm actively looking for PS5 so we can play together. Best Buy seems to have the best offer at 500 bucks, but it's out of stock. Wrecked. Exactly. um, I'm actually playing on PS4 most of the time, but PS5 and PS4 are compatible to play together. Oof. Sorry, root beer is giving me some. Was giving me a moment for a moment.
I am Carl.
So I can purchase a new telescope. I don't think I ever sold the one that I had. The merchant notes. I plan to probably at least take a look at them this time around, maybe. We need a torch right off the bat. We need a torch to see in caves that we don't have a lantern for yet. Ooh, interesting. I can't buy these because I already have them. Did that just say I have 15? I have 15 out of 20 of the cracked pots that were in the entire game. That's grand. We'll talk about you.
Wonderland is only, let's say.
Things I could. I have the remembrance of the Elden Beast with me. What? The power of its namesake can be unlocked by a finger reader. Yeah, I got that. It was a vassal beast of the greater will and living incarnation of the concept of order.
Goodbye.
I made progress today. I upgraded my mimic, made a huge difference, which tells me as a player. No, actually, my mimic really helped me throughout the playthrough. The talismans that you have equipped, the mimic also has equipped. Your armor that you have equipped, the mimic also has equipped. Weapons, shield, etc. But if you have weapons you're switching between, it's very unlikely that the mimic will switch between weapons. So set whatever you want your mimic to mainly use as your main weapon in the first slot. Other than that, just make sure you're upgrading your weapon. You know, doing the best you can to have a fully upgraded shield and weapon. Can I do this? No? I don't know why sometimes I can do these and sometimes I can't. It's not working right now. Once I upgraded the mimic, business really picked up. You should definitely use a shield. I want to two-hand my weapon. That's definitely a playstyle, but not a playstyle I'm ever gonna go for. So, I mean, I have all the locations on my map already marked from the last time that I ran through this game, the last journey. So, this is gonna be a whole thing. I could just run to Margot and continue, but I don't want to do that because I want to do some of the quest lines of the the round table. No, the map isn't darkened and you get to keep all of the spots that you've seen. Every single one of them. Which is amazing. You get to keep everything. My weapon's still up +10. I still have my other inventory of weapons. My grafted blade is still up +10. My armor is still on me. I didn't lose anything by going to a New Game Plus. And the bosses all remain the same difficulty. Which makes them easier this time around because they have the same health bar and the same attacks. They didn't gain health when I clicked New Game Plus, which is weird. So that means I have Torrent right now. I do. Interesting. So I didn't need to get Torrent from the Maiden because of the fact that I already had it. Yeah, if I can figure them out, I'll definitely try. I think there's a cave over here. What the fuck is this really fast thing? I saw some of these before, and I could never keep up with them to see what they actually were. They're super fast. You have to get off your horse and stand on the path to break them. Oh, so they come around every single time? They'll come back around to the spot where I'm standing? No. I did not hit it that time. Okay, so it's over there. Coming around towards me. Spin. What? This is nonsense. Okay. Got it. That's ridiculous nonsense, but I love it. Strangely enough. Right, there's that one warrior here. I was looking for a cave. The cave isn't over here, it's down there. Okay then. Here's the cave. Oh wait, if I don't need a torch if I have my lantern, because it didn't take away any of my items. Everything about that is weird. Hi. Octopus ovary. Oh, there's the boss. Hi. I probably should have restored my FP before coming in here. Oh well. Just tearing everything up. So the other one's usually over here. Hi. Dead. Killing needle. Excellent. Hi. Thanks for the item. Goodbye. And here I am. Where is this? How's the job going? I'm actually waiting to hear back about something. I had a conversation with somebody over the phone about a new position. It is factory work, but it pays very, very well. So things are looking up. Go figure. the the thing that allows me to beat the Elden Beast is confidence over finding a new job, huh? So there's the Dragon Communion right away, just so that I have it. We can go back to the Church of Elth and go up towards the Groveside Cave. You are a skilled professional and you deserve a reasonable wage. I'm skilled at some things, but not others. I would say there's a lot of question in what I can do for actual physical skills. But I'm a fast learner, and I can definitely learn any skill that somebody tried to teach me. I mean, this game tried to teach me a whole entire thing, and I got to the end of it. Surprisingly, without using magic. So, there's 2 caves over here. I don't see why I'm even bothering with the caves anymore, but I guess I should. I think maybe you have to beat a certain amount of bosses in order to get an invitation to the round table. I know you are a small person, but size does not matter. You will be fine. You are talented. I very much appreciate that. That's 2 kids now. I don't even want the smithing stones. I didn't want the smithing stones in my last playthrough. Or the gold for it or anything. I just ended up selling it all at the end. Because I had what I needed anyway. You know, I probably could have been hit by that. It wouldn't have killed me. But a part of me is a little precautious. So there, now I have another hello to give to somebody. Have you come back to the waterfall where you took that picture you posted on Twitter? Actually, no. Sadly, I took that, I took that in Iowa at the Ames College. And I'm no longer going to Ames anymore because of the fact that the person that I was seeing that lives in that area and me are no longer seeing each other. So I went back to being single after a portion of being with somebody. To make a very long story short. It was a cool place. The world's largest gnome was also there. Shit. I played a part in being a little overbearing in the situation. I wasn't fond of the fact that he had roommates, and the roommates really didn't like me, and it caused things to go bad. So if I find something new, or I'm gonna look for something new, I'm gonna hope that the next person doesn't live with other people. Yeah, but I don't blame them for how things went down. I was upsetting for a long time. They weren't right either. They did do a lot of wrong things that I don't agree with, but I certainly don't blame them fully for how things ended up. This was actually the first boss I beat when I was playing this game the first time. Entertainingly enough. I have most of its attack patterns actually pretty memorized, because I like this boss a lot. I didn't take any damage during that entire fight. Oh, interesting. I have Sorcerer Ashes. If you could give this stuff away. I believe that I thought it was a relationship, but really the person was using me until they could get back with the person that they wanted to be with. They couldn't handle an exclusive relationship where they weren't having intercourse with other people. I actually went to Anime Iowa with that person. That was about a year ago. I should post the pictures to that sometime. It was a lot of fun. I don't really post a lot on Twitter anymore. I thought about starting a different YouTube channel under a different name now that I know how to do things a lot better than I did. Because I've done a lot of hurtful things to this channel to prevent it from growing now at this point that I didn't know about back when I was originally starting streaming. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people stop at the video for a moment and then move on without ever even giving more than 20 seconds of just... Sometimes even when I'm live, they don't even say hello, they just look at the video and decide it's not for them, which is fine, but it's a little upsetting sometimes. I definitely will. Right, this is the cave with all the wolves. Yeah, the Beastman is at the back of here. After I pick up these items. Because even though I probably don't need them, I'm still picking them up. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't heal in between. I'm here for support, not expectations. Yeah, I just think that it would be nice to try and see how it goes with the information that I've learned. This is so much easier now. Sometimes a fresh start is a good thing. Absolutely. It doesn't matter if it's online or not. Sometimes just a fresh start in real life is good too. Like the new job is gonna be something that'll be a new start. I look forward to it. They say that I will likely be working outside a lot, which none of my previous positions have I really gotten a chance to do that. And I kind of look forward to it. They say that vitamin D, which comes from the sun, among other things, of course, produces a thing in your body called endorphins, and these endorphins are supposed to pretty much bring you happiness. Like, a dose of just being happier. I do not want to lose contact with the people I have solid contact with. I don't think anyone really does. Most people at least want to try and stay in contact. Limgrave Tunnels. I guess I can head there next. Was that one? It was one. Okay. Excuse me, soldier. I don't care about anymore. You know, even with the trap that's right in this area, I could technically jump directly to the Sophian River and things. I saw a video on this today that said that if you defeat Margot, before and then come back, Margit is no longer a thing. Do I have enough to level up? I might. Oh, cutscene. So what's crazy about this is you have the option to turn her down. You don't ever have to go to the round table.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
So I had some weird thoughts about it actually. After I gave
Have
it
you
some.
heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve, but you, I can play turning root to aid you.
Pause for a
You
minute.
need her to the foot.
So, I had some thoughts after I saw the ending of the game up close with Ranny's face. Ranny has the exact opposite eye closed with the exact same mark as she does, interestingly enough. And I kind of feel like Melina, or Melanie, or however you pronounce her name, is a part of Ranny. Strangely enough. I don't really. I didn't notice that about Ranny. Yeah, I just noticed at the very end of my playthrough that they have the exact same mark on the opposite eye that's closed the 100% of the time. I've never seen a scene in this game where Ranny actually has both her eyes open, but in the ending I got, she definitely had that mark with the one eye closed. And that was when I burned the tree to access the Erd tree. I think there's something weird going on with this character that they don't tell us. We could probably find out about it, but they do not make it straightforward laid out for you. I also kind of like to figure that out, but I don't know all the parts to her storyline, or how you're actually supposed to go about her, if she's an NPC that you actually have a full quest line for, or anything like that. Anyway, enough ranting. I'm going to continue to the round table this time. Although, one of these times, I want to just deny her. Tell her that she can't come with me, that we're not gonna be a thing, and never go to the round table altogether.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. Treat him with respect.
Cool. So
Shall
now I can level up.
Share them with me.
Or not.
Your
I
thoughts.
don't quite have enough. I need 3,000 more runes. Yeah, I don't have enough right now. So if I rest right here again, are you gonna take me to the round table right away? No. Interesting. I think you have to see, something major before it triggers her to bring you to the round table. Where was I headed? Right, the Limgrave Tunnels. Which, I probably did that. I'll go check it out real quick. No, because there isn't a site of grace on the inside. I haven't been there yet. Oh. That's grand. It's fine, though. I watched all your videos but the last one, where you beat the final boss. You have done a remarkable job with the build because you were time. You have done a remarkable time with the build because you were FA. Do not know. It's okay. This should be okay. Oh, is this on a gill lake? It is on a gill lake. Interesting. So that means, no, this is the one. The opposite way on a gill lake is where I found patches. It was pretty useless the entire game. You were fat rolling at endgame, mate. That is what I was trying to say. And yet you were successful. I mean, I just went with what worked, and it did work, obviously. I believe that a lot of what happened during my last fight with the Earth Beast, or whatever you want to call it, was probably pretty buggy, but it worked in my favor, so I'm not going to complain. Don't remember where the boss is in this cave. Is this the one where there's a random whip that the boss is actually on and it's not at the bottom? Hi, dog. Evidently, there's a Scarlet Rot dog in this game that does like 30,000 damage for every strike because it hits 30 times for every single time that it hits. Or something crazy like that. But there are other quests where you cannot do that. You might find your second playthrough. Don't know, I'm just gonna sit back and watch. That's fine. You can comment as much as you want, especially since now I'm just going through low-level areas with a ridiculously high level and weapon and shield stat. I was supposed to be facing the other way. F. Or maybe I wasn't. There's a whip somewhere here that I'm looking for. Right. It wasn't that way. Where is that whip? Excuse me. There it is. Is it here? Excuse me. Just gonna jump past you. Again. Another whip. Do you go down to a boss? Yes. Here's where the boss is. That's insane navigation, but I remember. Probably remember because I struggled with it the first time. So this is a giant. I could use my ashes here, but I don't think I need them. but half your health bars are gone, so you're destined to die. Got it. War medallion. Did I get that before? I don't remember. Too many items. Wow, it literally let me keep really everything. Medallion. So is it one of these? For one, I am thankful that you streamed this game. It's fun to watch you overcome the game on your terms, not the game's. That's what I think it is. Yeah, a lot of the times I did things differently than the game probably would have liked, but what can you do? Oh, let me keep my notes from the people that I bought them from. That's weird. I don't know where that beast roar thing that I just got even went. That's fun. I don't know what it was or where it ended up, but I got it. Oh, there it is. Enhances roars and breath attacks. Yeah, I don't think I got that before. I must have forgot to come back here. Yes, Dark Souls 3 is very linear. I'm thinking about going back to Dark Souls 2 and 3 and thinking about seeing if I can beat it after all this time. Elden Ring has actually caused me to reevaluate my opinion on those games. I might even go back and play Bloodborne again, because Bloodborne I hadn't done quite a few of the NPC quest lines in that either. One would be really hard to do just because the game is buggy in an area that has the NPC that is ridiculous. The others would be fairly easy. Fighting this dragon when I wasn't on horseback was ridiculous the first time around. I've been having fun streaming the hospital simulator game too. I know it's mostly a building simulator, but it's a lot of fun to deal with the wacky illnesses and things. I kind of miss working at the hospital. I tried to call them back to see if I could go back to work there, and they didn't get back to me, so I guess I'm not going back to work there. To make a long story short, it feels so great to be able to splash through the enemies in the game now. Like, that's over half the dragon's health bar in like 5 minutes. And I inflicted it with Scarlet Rot, so now it's really gonna die. It hasn't ever gotten up to try and breathe any fire the entire time that I was killing it. That is amazing. That's amazing. So, where should I go to next? I think I beat the Coastal Cave, didn't I? Yeah, I had to have. So, there's that. The Artist Shack just has a painting. The Waypoint Ruins. If I go over to the Mistwood Ruins, I can start an NPC questline right away. So, let's do that. can I ask why you feel that way? It's too hard to keep up with where you have been. That's why the sites of grace, the checkpoints that you could teleport to, were removed, I bet. And you have a lot of markers that you can use to mark different locations. Plus, by the time that a person gets to New Game Plus, most of the time they're looking things up anyway. So if you didn't have the map uncovered, you'd likely... If you played it before, you know where to go. If you haven't played it before, then... I mean, you're gonna end up there anyway. Right, you have to defeat the giants. I forgot. I will never finish this game. I'm on PC, only summoned one person. I only used the summon on 2 bosses my entire playthrough. Ow. That actually hurt. Don't do that. Are you serious? I'm gonna kill you real quick before I even go back to them. Come here. I fucking hate horseback riders in this game. They're all died. It's okay now. I didn't know giants could be inflicted with Scarlet Rot. This is so ridiculously easy now, compared to what it was. I am 52. It will be at least 5 years before we get a continuation of this game. I mean, I would be fine if they didn't ever continue Elden Ring and just went with something like another spin-off. Bloodborne was different but the same, and all of the arch trees that are included in the first Dark Souls game and Bloodborne both are all supposed to be different worlds, different creations, entirely new things. So, we might not ever get a second Elden Ring. This might be it, but there might be something that comes in a new world that's similar to this. But that's just my opinion on the matter. I know a lot of people are looking forward to DLC to this game or other things like that, and I don't know. I feel like with the Bloodborne DLC, by the time that you get to the DLC areas, it's not fun at that point. They made it awfully difficult to get through, and I know that some people have. I've seen YouTubers that have gotten through them, but I won't watch their playthroughs because I haven't done it myself, and I wanted to do it myself, and now I won't. It's a whole thing. Where am I heading? Right. What could a DLC do? What the base game has not done? Well, it could wrap up some storylines a little better. I talked about some things at the end of my official first run, that they didn't wrap up well. And in fact, they didn't do anything with. The ending that I got was a little bit unsatisfying compared to what I would have liked it to be, just because of the fact that there was so much that they left that could have been talked about. A fine instance of that, I'm talking about gameplay. Well, gameplay could be some of the storylines. Specifically what I'm talking about is they could at least add another cutscene into the end, for any ending to the round table members that you have left, because the round table was supposed to be a whole gathering place. Yes, I destroyed the round table in my playthrough, but there were people that were still faithful to that area that never left, and I would have liked to known what happened to them, and the game never offered that. there are 5 endings to this game, and I was right next to 2 of them. Officially, I got the Ranny ending this time around, which I don't know if that's the mainstream ending that people are getting first, or anything really about that. But I do know that I had the option not to click on her summon sign at all. So I need to head towards the Mist Runes, so I need to go this way. Yeah, I need to head this way. I read a little bit about some of the NPC quest lines to kind of help me out a little bit when I was going through my second run. I don't know much about this, but I'm supposed to listen for supposed snapping somewhere in the midst of ruins. Right, that bear sucks. I don't have enough FP to summon anything, because I forgot to rest up the site of grace instead of stopping there. That sucks. Because these bears are a pain. The very first church you visit, the vendor gives you a finger snap emote and tells you to do it. He doesn't give you a finger snap emote until after you ask about the finger snapping that you hear somewhere here, and that's where my knowledge on the NPC questline ends. There are a lot of bears following me. It's time to run. Ow. You that followed me all this way? You really want to die that badly? Okay. So, some of these two, I didn't ever figure out how to activate them, but these often lead you to hidden areas that you find way later. Ooh, this one's available, actually. Hi. When you hear the howl at the ruins, snap your fingers. I can't snap my fingers until I go back and talk to Kale, which is the vendor's name, and get that emote. I have to ask him about the finger snapping, or the howl, one of the two. Either way, where are the ruins? The ruins are back the other direction, but I'll find out where this leads real quick. Because I might as well. We're really going a long ways, dude. Where are we heading? This guy walks forever. So I heard the howl. I can hear the howling. Oh, so he led me to the place where I was supposed to go. Great. So, now I can... Do I have... I probably have the finger snap thing because of the fact that I played this already, right? Wait, wave, casual, grovel, strength, nod, rally, bow, curtsy, what do you want? Spur me fire, the ring, extradition, prayer, rapture, grovel for mercy. I don't. Oh, it says he's here now. That's cool. They didn't have that whole thing in place the first time that I played the game through. So I need to go back to the Church of Eleth and talk to Kale. You do have it. You skipped over it. Oh, well, I could still talk to Kale about it. I think that's what you're supposed to canonly do. I don't know for sure, though.
This way, tarnished.
Alright.
May I have a word? A pleasure to... I am the wit. I'd heard and upon the talk thou art was to call for. I was entrusted by Torrance.
So...
'Tis a bell for calling for summon them.
Can I strike Granny when she's here? So this is gonna be ridiculous, but I'm gonna try this and see what happens.
What hopest thou to profit?
But yeah, do that and go back to the Mistwood Ruins. Weird. So she has a force field around here. Cool. I should probably talk to her some more. Just in case it requires it to proceed the questline with the other NPCs.
Wait, well, you'll...
I thought the Mistwood howling, and then he gives me the snap.
Don't fret, I just have...
Yeah, I didn't have it because it didn't go to my other inventory. I did complete her questline in Game 1. I checked online to make sure that I completed her entire questline. That's why she was there at the very end, is because I completed her questline. So I need to go back here. I found her body a total of, I think, at least 3 times and became her consort after getting the ring and defeating all the bosses down her questline. I'm heading the wrong way. No, I'm not. It's okay. Actually, I was afraid of not completing her entire questline in my first go-through, which is part of the reason why I looked up online how to do it. When I made the Randy's questline livestream. Not that it's very hard, really. So I'm here. Do I need to snap here? Probably. I'll stand right by the bear and snap. After you talk to Balt, put on the map screen. I can do that. Snap is what I was looking for. Wave, back in, casual greeting, bravo, nod and thought, finger snap. This. And then confirm. Does it have to be on this side? Maybe it has to be closer. No, it says I'm right on. Does it have to be inside the ruins maybe after I defeat the bear? That could be a thing. This is why I don't look into things. Enjoy the slow rot damage. Yeah, I can hear the howling, I just don't exactly know, because I've never even attempted. Oh, so the bears have about 7,000 damage to their health bar. Cool. So, now I'm gonna try and snap from in here. Try to snap when you hit the hole. Okay. So... listening. Is it not gonna do it now? Can I just walk around snapping? He's on top of one of the walls. You have to search for him. Sometimes he bugs out and becomes hostile? What? That's fun. Oh, he's right there, I think. I see him. Hi. I didn't see you jump down, but hi.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward.
Do you say anything else?
Darrowell is nothing but a traitor.
You do.
And in need of a fitting end to his tale.
Anything
Darrowell
more?
is in
Nope,
need of
just
a
that. No, don't summon my spirit back. I just wanted to heal. Okay. He's somewhere around here. I'm guessing probably over there, but who knows? I don't see any marks for an NPC, so he must be an invader. Southwest. So towards the Waypoint Ruins. Southwest is this direction. Please? I know that I can make this jump. I literally just did. See that circle southwest? Go there. This? Or... do you mean the Ever Jail? I beat this one, or in my last playthrough. Is that one? That is one. So, okay. I think it's weird that it's pronounced Everjail. You can summon him there. Oh, well that's an interesting one. How do I get up from here? Right here. So I did remember correctly. Good. Good, good, good. My memory isn't too bad so far. Should probably pick up the runes while I'm right here, though. They're not grand runes or anything, but they're still runes. The game's still glitchy and a little laggy in some areas too. And yes, I could optimize for FPS over performance, but if I optimize for FPS over performance, then I lose frames trying to hit. So, not happening. When you entered this fight, look for his summon sign. That's awkward. So enter first? It's right there. It is. Huh. So I beat this on my own. It was difficult, very difficult, I might say.
Darrowell. Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
So it actually has a name. That's not the four-blood hound or whatever. Cool. This would have been really helpful the first time around. Too late now, though. Well, that's that. That was grand. This game became so much more fun once I beat it. Now you get the weapon I'm using. I already had that weapon because I beat him myself the first time around. Somewhere. There was only 2 Everjails that I didn't beat, and that wasn't one of them. Hi.
Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize.
There was nothing in your hand. I don't want those.
Oh yes. If you venture north to Raya Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon.
He's talking about Iggy, and Iggy did treat me right the first time.
That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
Oh.
That's enough chit. It's time we parted ways.
Well, that's fun. I didn't want to part ways with you yet, but whatever, I guess. So that's that, then. For now. Gate print runes. Should I go back to a Gale Lake? Yeah, probably. See, I can't fight any of the major bosses, because if I fight any major boss and win, it precedes the story. Which means that any of the NPCs that were... Any of the NPCs that were in any type of state, they either die or leave, or any of the above. Why are my runes randomly over here? Did I die here? And to what? Well, that's strange. I don't remember dying there, but it doesn't mean it didn't happen. Oh, I can level up. I mean, I guess I'll put another point into strength, maybe? So, forward or back, where should I go? Let's go to the Murkwater Caves, maybe? This whole game had kind of a jokey aspect to it at times, though. There were a few things that were kind of off about it the entire time. It took itself really seriously, and then all of a sudden that wasn't a thing anymore. Towards the end, everything kind of flips, and it's not so much serious. It's weird to think about, really. Strength hard caps at 80, so does faith and intelligence, not sure about it. I actually took a picture of a thing that shows the heart. Oh, my phone's dead. I was so focused on playing this game that I haven't checked my phone in a few hours. That happens sometimes. I get so focused that the only thing that matters is the game that's in front of me. Suppose I should probably plug it in. I had a guide for how that stuff works, because it gets to a certain point where there's a soft cap. Sorry, speaking was hard there for a minute. Let me try that again. There's a soft cap, a medium cap, and a hard cap. You could have missed a hot date. Probably not. I'm standing right above the cave. That means there's a big drop right here. Which means that somewhere down this way, there's a spirit spring. Right. Yeah, it's up there. I think there's a drop down that you can do somewhere here too, but first let's get the Site of Grace. And there's the spirit spring that's for down here. Might as well collect some items while I'm at it, right? Oof, that spirit spring is too far away from here to make that jump. You are being summoned to another world. So this is due to the fact that I activated the blue hunter's ring thing. So anytime somebody gets invaded, they can summon me, and I can try to beat the invader. I didn't know this was a thing that worked like this when I was playing my first time through, but it's gonna be fun to try and wreck some people now that I beat the end game boss. Without magic. Because I still don't... Oh, returning to your own world? That's fun. They must have died before I even got there. You being summoned is fun for viewers. Probably, maybe. As long as they don't die before I get there. I just about fell off a cliff because it put me in a different place than where I was when I came back. Grand. So the spirit spring is over here. So I should be able to jump from here down. And here's also where you reach the first invader that, if you wait long enough, an NPC joins you for. Yeah, anytime that an invader is around, it automatically takes you off your horse and doesn't let you use it. So that's fun. There it is. The NPC that helps you here.
The bloody finger. The end is nigh. And your cessblood.
I should probably wait for it to spawn. Oh, I inflicted it with Scarlet Rot. Great. Oh, there you are. Done with that. And a weapon that I never used the entire time I was playing. So, I feel like I did most of the things that you could do with patches the first time around. Don't know for sure if that's a thing, but... So, with this boss fight, it doesn't let you leave or anything until you interact with this chest, which summon patches.
Well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief! The gods demand repentance! Cough up
I
the
talked to
blood.
Patches all the way through the Volcano Manor, and there isn't really an end to his questline. He has you do a lot of stupid things, and doesn't really do much in return. I got Rhea, or however you pronounce her name, to leave the Volcano Manor after realizing that Tanith wasn't her mother.
Wait, please! I surrender! White flag and all!
And Tanith I accidentally killed when she was eating the head of the Serpent King.
Finally come round, have you? Well, I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true. Well, what do you... Now, how did I took you for an innocent... Well, what? A true man of reason. I'm Pat tarnished, like only for now. In exchange for... Honestly, frankly. So don't be... I'll be ready to...
So you actually just have to rest at a site of grace from Patch's Emporium to open up. But we don't really need that at this point, so we're just gonna leave. If you knew Game Plus this enough, and this is how the game is every single time through, where it lets you keep everything every single time you go through it, eventually you can beat the game faster and faster and faster as a speedrunner. So I think that's all the caves over here. There may be one more somewhere within here. Oh, the NPC isn't here anymore. That's fun. I might have messed up that quest line. Oh well. Fuck it, as they say. The infamous they. I've rested at all these sites of grace, but I'm still not being invited to the round table yet. I'm kind of surprised about that. Is the only way to be invited to the round table to introduce yourself to Margot, or at least somebody who has a rune? Because if so, that's kind of ridiculous. There is an NPC over here that I didn't get yet. Somewhere out here. It may be a ways out, actually. way that you recognize it is it's a different color than all the things around it. And he starts yelling at you. By the way. This looks too close to them, so it must be up here. Somewhere. I thought it was here. No, it totally was here. Is it just further back? I'm a wee bit confused now. I swore it was somewhere right here. And it's not up against the side of the cliff or anything either. This is really weird. I swore it was right here. Yeah, it's not in any of the swords or anything, so I don't know actually where it was. Weird. I really wonder where it ended up, or if they took it out or something. Because it used to be somewhere right along here, and the NPC would yell at you, so you would know where to look for it. I had it on recording. In one of my live streams, I found it. Maybe it's higher up? Is there that a possibility? It can't be higher up than this if it wasn't up there with the giants. You're being summoned to another world. Okay then. I have to cook dinner. Thanks so much for the stream. You're the best, mate. Be well, friend. I'm gonna try. I wish I could find the NPC that I was looking for. Doesn't really matter long term, I guess, though. Just like the summon signs, this is broken too. Ugh. If I'm being summoned to another world again. Will this world work this time? Enunciation is hard. No, of course not. Grand. Yeah, I don't know what the NPC is. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna hopefully move towards Margat. Or get whatever one is that's right here. And move on for now. Because I think that that's the site of grace up there after you see Margat that she invites you to the round table. Which I feel like I'm ready for. Thanks for the flail. I'm trying to think if there's actually a thing down here, if it's a teleporter. I think there's a real thing. Ow, that hurt. Thanks so much. Glad that happened. So where's the part that leads down? I do not remember. It's right there. Excuse me. Why go down here? Right. Okay. So useless is what that is. Which is the weapon I used during the majority of my last playthrough. Talk to Melina. Hey.
This light, but now you can see the rays of up a demigod. If the rays in the Elden Ring, as an ally, I pray to face the upon a demigod. If the rays of
Yeah, you're
greed
saying
in
the
the
same
Elden,
thing.
as an ally, I pray to face the.
Okay. Running up to another NPC. One of my favorites.
Everyone, only to have them. Did you know? It's quite them. You were willing to make me a chrysalid. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to entice. Well, that. But I don't have. It's scary. I want on nothing. Fine. Can you the poor thing, and it'll be glad. It was a pleasure. Oh, tell them I love them fine again. I know how you must feel, but please, I'm not ready. Or are you like me? You're so far out of your mind with fear. You've divested yourself of all reason.
She has new dialogue from the last time that I interacted with her in this location. She did not say that before. Interesting. Funny. Wild Strikes is exactly what I'm expecting that. So, I don't actually want to win this fight yet. I want to go forward, jump off a cliff, and die. I think. Because winning this fight may progress things at the round table. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna jump off the cliff. Would you like to go to the round table?
To see whether, and it seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Very well, let my hand.
My hands look oddly bony. Just a weird thought there. Hi, I'm here. Are you questline people?
Ah, hello. Well, just call me dear. The honor of one's house holds little import in these. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me.
D-A-I-L-O-S? Dalos? Delios. Mentions he's looking for Lanya when you speak to him. There's no indication of where she might be, but he asks you to let him know if you find her. Evidently she's in Lornia, or to be more accurate, her body is. You can find her corpse slightly west of the Academy Gate. Okay, so it's a thing I'll do later. Not now.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember very well. It is
Hi,
said,
Gideon.
allow you, a house kid. Remember your...
I fucking hate you.
There's...
Oh, welcome to the... I teach and explore so that one ensuring either way.
I think I have to say I see it to for the quest line.
You do. Most time you are, well. May the Golden Order shine.
Do you know what I notice? D isn't sitting out here right now. Oh, their shop went back to default, which is okay.
You're no match loud, you're... That's nothing special. I'm trapped, that's all. Well, no good my being. Besides, despite my decides it.
I am circumstances have great chance. Perhaps you doing so, and you. Do you think it where I come from?
So I'm gonna hug her, use the Baldekin's blessing, and move on. Because I think that's a quest line too.
You are very... What you... Though it is but a flea, come back to me. I will take you.
Weird that D isn't here to begin with. Anyway, time to leave. Alright, let's kill it. Sure. I'll summon the sorcerer to help. Might as well, right? I'll also take back my room. Cause yeah. I wonder if there's a way to beat the game fast enough that it gives you a different ending. Oh, that was fun.
You there? Come over here, would you? It's tight. Oh, God, you breached the... Yes, your type.
So down or up? Up we go. So I don't want to beat Godric the Grafted because I know it locks out some of the NPC questline stuff. I do, however, want to explore this area now. So the NPC we talked to at the bottom where we entered this area just slammed the door and is locking me outside the gate. Because yeah, that's a thing that happened. But I'm very powerful since I beat the game before, so we're not dealing with any shit from that night. Go fuck himself. Something just died. Actually get up there? No. Oh, what? Hi. Brick hammer. What the? There's a whole pathway below me. I wonder what the point of going down there is. I don't actually see anything useful down there, so ignore. Fired Grace. Is that maybe supposed to go down there? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh. Well. I mean, if opportunity is gonna arise, might as well check it out, right? The same area I was already in. Why would I want this? I swear that knight just pretended not to see me there. Set of grace. area is bigger than I remember. That's probably because I didn't explore it all the first time, right? Oh, hi. Is that a pathway to somewhere? Is that a pathway to somewhere? You can clearly go over there, right? Fuck it, I'll go this way. Are we supposed to drop down there? There are notes down there, but this is the thing. Why is there blood stain here? Can't it just drop on this wall? Yeah. Why not just drop on this wall and move over? Smithing stones. All that for smithing stones. Thanks so much, not. Item ahead. Up there. Possibly dozing. Sniping spot up ahead. That's fun. Oh, down there's the area with the full courtyard. I'm probably not supposed to be up here, right? A little late now, though. I mean, I might as well. Walked off that edge. I didn't actually see anything out there. Are you alive? No, seemingly not. I can walk through you. Great, that thing. Hi, here now. Remember me? Oh, you do? I'm so glad. wonder if you can survive this fall. You probably can't, but there's a set of grace right around the corner, so I could try it. Should probably spend some of my runes if I can, right? Put a 59th point into endurance. Sure. There's no way this doesn't kill me, right? This has to kill me. It doesn't. That's a major shortcut down. And this pathway doesn't lead to Godric, so it's fine. Beat a rat to death with my shield. Didn't even bother to use my sword. Golden seed. Thing that increases health. That ladder is forever long. And back to this area. So, I want to look at this again. Brooch wrapped in velvet. Memento left for the crystal lid. Sacrificed for grafting. A brooch wrapped in red velvet. Traces of blood are visible. Faintly visible spirits try to convey something, but their voices cannot be heard. Can I do anything with it? No. Well, I think that's going to be it for now. Thank you so much for watching if you did, and I'll see you in the next live stream.